Hello, I'm Luke Bredesen, and I'm going to be recapping sophomore year. So, when I think back to sophomore year, I find myself in Mrs. Graham's class listening to her legendary lectures. Now, I don't think I'll ever forget her unique metaphors, or maybe her rather rambunctious style, but I would always remember that she would keep a big rubber mallet in her desk, and whenever she wanted to make a point or scare us, she would just pull it out and just start whacking the table. Now, I can also remember her always, calling everyone in the class baby or princess or other things. And whenever we would do well, she'd always tell us, "Don't get a swelled head." And I take that to heart. So I really enjoyed her class, and it was definitely one of the most memorable experiences of my high school career. Also, sophomore year was the first year we received some of our many excellent additions, including Colton Buster, Rachel Bao, Long Nguyen, Lance Kong, Trey Jones, and Haley Dicey. And let me tell you this, these people are some of the greatest people I have ever known, and I am honored to have them in my class. I've gotten to know them really well, and I'm very glad to call them some of my best friends. Sophomore year was also a rather eventful year. We had some unconventional dances and some weird venues. For example, we had homecoming at a flight museum, and we had Sadie's at Charlie Safari. It was ironic because we were the animals. Everyone dressed up as animals, and Ryan Griffin, he was my date. We went as cats. So. It wasn't really a dance either. There was actually no dancing, but about 60 to 100 high school students playing on inflatables and playing laser tag. And one of the funniest things that happened sophomore year happened during the pep rallies. So every single pep rally, without fail, we would always elect Kendrew to participate in the food eating challenges. Now, most of you probably don't know this about Kendrew, but he is extremely picky with the food he eats. And he always hated to be in these games. But Kendrew, being the good sport he is, always tried his hardest and would always entertain us very well. Now, all these things may have seemed, the highlight of my year, but there's one thing that tops them all. And that happened towards the end of the year when we participated in our annual dodgeball tournament. So, my team consisted of me, Ryan, Austin Teigen, Dominic, and Trey. And if you just look at us, you wouldn't think, oh wow, they're really good at dodgeball, right? And in the first round, we weren't. Because we went against the senior team, which consisted of Austin Coco, Chris Levine, and a bunch of many talented athletes. And it didn't take them long to pick us off one by one and win. However, it was double elimination. So we entered the dreaded losers bracket, and we somehow managed to win about 5 or 6 games straight. And we finally made it into the finals. Now, the senior team, they were still undefeated, so in order to win, we'd have to beat them twice. And we were still coming off the loss that we had in the first round, and we didn't think we were going to have the chance. But we played very valiantly, and with many of Trey's clutch catches and Austin's dodging skills, we were able to pull off the win from behind and come out victorious. Now, this may sound pathetic, but that was honestly one of the greatest moments of my life. Sophomore year was great, and I'm glad I got to share it with some of the greatest human beings on this planet.